all stuck at home, but we are working hard to bring you 2K TV. And I know I've been doing a lot of eating, a lot of watching TV. Besides playing 2K, Chris, what have you been doing?
Well, I've been watching a lot of 2K. It's been really fun to watch all these competitive games, the community come together, content creators, streamers. It's really great to see basketball still alive through NBA 2K.
That's awesome, and we'll continue to watch. We hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your time in 2K20.
And you can send in what you're doing in NBA 2K20 by using hashtag 2KTV.
Be sure to check back next week on 2KTV. We have some special guests.
And more event news.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the Badgers. And the Badgers start out with the ball. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jay, D out there with Johnson. Then it's Cool Hands. Pass to Buckets from downtown. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Cool Hands. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And it's Daniels with the rebound. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
The guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's a call on that. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Twice, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Johnson, the pass to Jay. Here's Cool Hands. Kicks it to Daniels. Good.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now, here's Trice. King, left side. Passes to Buckets. 6 on the shot clock, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Badgers shooting their first free throw tonight.
What's up?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Trice. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Badgers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Buckets. He's checked in for Johnson. Second free throw, no good. To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here is Ford. Five on the clock. Tries it from 19. That one wide left.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
They grab their own miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now, here's Trice. Big Red passes to Buckets. Pass to Trice from deep. And again, it's the Badgers missing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And there's the pass to Ford. Pass to Big Red. Three-pointer on the way. Drills it from outside. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes it to Cool Hands. Daniels with it. Now the pass to Cool Hands. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Kicks it to Trice. 1:06 left in the first. Here's Big Red. Bank shot, no good. Big Red's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. A floater, and the layup is up and in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's the Badgers with the ball, trailing by 4. Trice dishes to Ford. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one counts. So both teams making some changes here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Cool Hands passes to Buckets. He kicks it to Daniels. Here's Cool Hands. Here's Buckets. Bangs home the trifecta. Buckets got 5 points so far.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Ford. And so it's the visiting team with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Anderson is out there with Bottoms. Then it's the Wizard. Then it's Fresh. And it's T in at the 3 slot. Here's Johnson. That shot missing. So the Badgers will take it the other way. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Cool Hands is out there with P. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Baddest One. And it's Buckets in at the 2-guard position.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He had a nice open look right there.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Anderson against Johnson. Anderson inside. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's P, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And it'll be the Badgers with their first time out of the game right here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And the Badgers with some changes. Big Red's checked in for Fresh. Buckets comes in for Bottoms. And Trice is subbed in for Anderson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Buckets. Here's Big Red. Misses the layup.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Trice. Pass to the Wizard. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Big Red. Another shot. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Buckets. And just miss after miss right now.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jacks up a 3. A shot off that time. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Now Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And out of bounds as the Badgers gain possession. Kings checked in for T. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Trice passes to King. Fires from 14. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Daniels. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached halftime in this one. The away team up by 15. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. And you know, Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Fresh is out there with King. Then there's Buckets, and it's Trice, and it's Big Red in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Fires it up. Pass to Daniels. Beyond the arc. The Badgers pull it in. T out there with Johnson. Then there's Jay, and it's Cool Hands.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
The Badgers pull it in. Big Red's got his fifth rebound in this one. Poked loose. And here is Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Takes it from 10. Trice with the rebound.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Yep, it counts. Buckets got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Badgers.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
The pass to Daniels. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. On Friday and then on Sunday, the Denver Nuggets will come into town.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Here's Big Red. Buckets passes to Ford. Shoots a fader. It doesn't go for him. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Cool Hands got 5.
finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Buckets passes to Big Red. Down low, pass to Buckets. 5 to shoot. The layup off target.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
That one drops for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Timeout call here. The Badgers will talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Badgers with some changes. Tees checked in for Fresh. Bottoms comes in for Buckets. And it's Anderson in for Trice. Now here's Anderson. King outside. Pass to Bottoms. Here's Big Red. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Badgers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Big Red taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. For a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
He hits both from the stripe. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Buckets passes to Daniels. Inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Buckets passes to King. Here's Big Red. Off with the layup.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Daniels, no good. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Buckets passes to Bottoms. There's the pass to T. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bottoms. T, the pass to Big Red. Pass to Buckets. Fires the 3. And the 3-ball is good. Buckets got 5 points in the quarter.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the dancers.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Cool hands passes to Bates. Here is Daniels. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. They recover it. Buckets. No good with the triple, but they get it back. King with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Big Red passes to Buckets. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. Jay's checked in for baddest one. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Buckets passes to Big Red. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here is Daniels, 6 to shoot. From deep. Goes back up, and the layup is good.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And so it's the visiting team with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Trice. Big Red out there with Fresh. And there's Bottoms. And it's T. And at the 3, the small forward. Here's Bottoms. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw missing. And he ends up missing both free throws.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
One shot.
Pass to Trice. Here's Bottoms. Clock at 6. Trice passes to T. From Deep three-point range. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Cool Hands. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Count the basket. Cool Hands gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Trice gets to 4. And there's the foul. It goes on Cool Hands. That is his first foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Big Red. Buries it from about 10 feet away. The visitors with the ball. Johnson surveying the floor. The pass to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to Bottoms. Here's Big Red. Passes it to Bottoms. The Badgers working the ball around now. Trice passes to Bottoms. Offline with his 3. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Now the pass to Jay. Pass to Cool Hands. Pulls it up. No good there. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Johnson outside. Down low. The Badgers pull it in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the Badgers with some changes. Kings checked in for T, and it's Buckets in for Bottoms. Buckets passes to Ford. Passes to Big Red. Now Trice. He's covered by Daniels. Shot clock at 3. Baseline try. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And there's the pass to Cool Hands. Kicks to Johnson. Pass to Cool Hands. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And the Badgers with possession here. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Cool Hands. Pass to Daniels. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Graham. From deep. The Badgers pull it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Anderson's shot is off. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin